Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Shipyards. I'm Commander Exorcist. As more and more blueprints are published at the Steam Workshop for Space Engineers 2, the demand for catchy, high-quality thumbnails to set your designs apart from the others is increasing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set a custom thumbnail for blueprints and worlds uploaded to the Steam Workshop. Because SE2 is still in the very early development stages, there are two different methods for setting a custom thumbnail depending on the type of build being uploaded. There will be timestamps in the description so that you can jump to your desired method. And before we get started, if you enjoy the content I create on this channel, then be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure notifications are turned on so that you don't miss any of my Space Engineers content. We're going to start our journey by looking at blueprints. I'm going to be updating the thumbnail for my Wing Commander Privateer Tarsus build and explain each of the steps as I go through them. The first thing you'll need to do is make your own custom thumbnail. Now this is a creative decision that can be done with any myriad of graphics editing programs. However, the final image needs to be a PNG or JPEG file that is no larger than 682 by 384 pixels and less than 1 megabyte in file size. The images don't need to be large because we're making thumbnails, not the preview images that show up in the workshop slides. Once you have your thumbnail set and you're ready to publish, navigate to the Space Engineers 2 app data folder. This is located at the address shown on your screen. In this folder, the two main areas we'll be working with in this tutorial are blueprints and save games. For this part of the tutorial, navigate to blueprints. Now, sometimes SE2 will save your blueprints under a generic folder name like Grid 1, Grid 2, etc. To find out which build to update, you can navigate to each folder and open the icon.png file. Once you've identified the correct build folder, right-click on the Steam UGC metadata file. This file will only exist if you've published the build to the Steam Workshop. You'll want to open this file with your text editor of choice. Now inside the file, scroll down until you find the preview file path variable. In this case, the current setting is screenshots // followed by a generic date and timestamp file name. This is the file that will be used for the local preview image and for the Steam Workshop image when published. Go ahead and change the file name to the name of your custom thumbnail. Once that's done, save and close the metadata file and return to Windows Explorer. Navigate to the Screenshots folder, and you should see the screenshot image referenced in the metadata file. At this point, simply copy your custom thumbnail into the Screenshots folder and make sure that the file name matches the name that you put into the metadata file. Note that at present time, your thumbnail must be stored in the Builds Screenshot folder in order for this to work. After copying your new thumbnail to the Screenshots folder, restart Space Engineers 2 and navigate to your local blueprint via the G menu. If everything was done correctly, then you should see your custom image displayed on the local build preview as indicated by the small folder icon in the corner. Select the local blueprint, and if you're happy with the results, publish to the Steam Workshop. Once that is complete, your new thumbnail will show across both the local and workshop versions. And that's all there is to it for blueprints. Now let's move on to the same method for uploading worlds. Updating the thumbnail for worlds, aka save games, follows many of the same principles as that of blueprints, and is very similar to how we create custom thumbnails in Space Engineers. As I mentioned in the Blueprints segment, this tutorial will not cover how to actually create your custom thumbnail, since that's a creative decision and can be done with any myriad of graphics editing programs. With that in mind, let's jump right in. Once you have your thumbnail set and you're ready to publish, navigate to the Space Engineers 2 app data folder. This is located at the address shown on your screen. This time we're going to navigate to the Save Games folder. Once you've identified the correct build folder, you'll see a file called thumb.jpg. This is the preview image for your world. Simply copy your new thumbnail to the folder and replace the thumb.jpg file. There is no need to edit the metadata for worlds, just replace the file. Restart Space Engineers 2 and load your custom world. You should see the new thumbnail appear in the Load Selection menu. From here, you can either publish the changes to the workshop, or you can load the world itself and publish from the Escape menu in-game. Double check your work by loading up the Steam Workshop, and you should see your custom thumbnail displayed on the workshop item. And that's it for worlds. I hope this tutorial has been beneficial and that you'll now be able to go out and create glorious previews for your builds in SE2. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll be back soon with more Space Engineers. Until then, I'm Commander Exorcist. Take care, fly safe, and I will see you out there.